Welcome to FlappyBird Lesson 2. In this lesson, we're going to explore the use of the variables in an object to move it, and also how to use the keyboard to interact with our game. So let's get to it. So just as a review of what we have the background scrolling, we have the bar animated, and we also have the Flappy Bird animated as well. So now what we're going to do is when we press the space bar, we would like for the bird to fly up, and when we're not pressing the space bar, we like the bird to fall. So we have to see how can we actually move the bird. Now in Zombie Thanksgiving, you learn how to move things using set vector and move, as well as with using move to. But as mentioned in the intro, we want to explore more the idea of using an object's variables to control it. So we already saw the use of the y variable to reposition something vertically. So we can do the same thing with the bird, except that we're going to do it inside the main loop, our main program. So I'm going to put bird.y plus equals 2. So this is also going to help us out. So we're increasing the y's value by 2. But if you recall, we mentioned that the y-axis is inverted, which means to be positive is to go down. So let's actually explore that, see that. So I got a y plus equals 2. You can see here the bird dropped. So if positive goes down, I think we kind of figure out negative must go up. But let's see it anyway. And they go negative goes up. So now we have a way of being able to move the bird up and down using its y variable, its y coordinate variable. But the thing is, we don't want the bird just to fly on its own. We want to be able to control it. So that begs for us to use an if statement. So if something happens, we want the bird to go up. So this is the basic idea of the if statement. The question now is, what is that question? What are we testing for? So if we go to the game library, we'll see that we have a key object that will handle whether something is pressed. And you can see here there's a key value that's called pressed. Now right now it's set to an empty object, but that's because it gets populated. If you recall process, well, let me not do process input. It's in here. I'll scroll down to it eventually. Did I skip over? I think I skipped over it. All right, so anyway, oh, here it is. So the key presses inside the game object. So every time you press down on a key pressed, that object that's currently empty gets assigned the key code value and sets it equal to true. When you release the key, that key gets set to false. So now we have a way of using this key pressed, which is a object to test if a key has been pressed or not. So let's go back to our game and let's test that out. So if key pressed, square brackets, and now we have to ask for what key is it. So we're going to use key.space. So if we have pressed the space key, let's move it up. So let's test that out. So first good thing, it's not moving. Now I'm going to press the space bar and it goes up. But the idea behind the game is that if you're not pressing the space bar, it automatically drops. So let's add that. And that really is just a simple if statement because it's either you're pressing the space bar or you're not pressing the space bar. And we saw that to make the bird drop, it's a plus equals 2. So now let's look at that. Oh, there you go. So the minute the game starts, I'm not pressing the space bar. So you can see that the bird was dropping. Now I'm pressing the space bar, and that's it. So let's go back to our presentation. You'll notice that using variables, an object's variables, is an easy way of also controlling its position. And then when combined with either the mouse or the keyboard, we could add for interaction as to how the object should move. All right, good luck, enjoy.